is these Wolverine bone claws that I had constructed a couple years ago for a costume I did of mine. And as you can see, it's made out of wood. And what I did was get one of those planers or electrical saws and put a bunch of bumps in it to make it look more bone-like and rigid and have that Wolverine feel to it. So I would, let me show you, put my hands like this, but of course I would use tape to put them onto my separate fingers and whatnot, so that kind of worked for me. And yeah, it was an okay costume, I guess, but I wish I had been more elaborate with it in terms of the smooth design of the chest. Or I kind of went for the Alex Ross design of Wolverine, and it's kind of a black slash yellow design, so I kind of stuck with that one. This is the mask that I made for Wolverine, and I had put some cut holes pieces in this to make it look like he's been in a fight with like Sabretooth or something, just to make it more interesting. I wanted to also get some bandages and then put fake blood on my body like I'd been in a gnarly fight with one of my nemeses. But yeah, I just stapled the cloth inside here, put a string so I can just wrap around my face. So yeah, it came out okay, I guess, in the end. And I actually made this out of a piece of a cereal box, and I just painted black all over it, so it was a pretty easy design to whip up. In any case, here is my, this is my Joker nurse uniform, and I'll get some ASMR sounds out of this actually. Anyways, I'll try, actually maybe I shouldn't, because because it went over the brow, and I still had makeup on my forehead. So. But that's a good wig for if you ever go as the Joker, Dark Knight, and so yeah, it was a bit odd wearing a female wig, but oh no, that's not the weirdest thing I've worn. So, there's this, and I wanted to show you another, which was my Strider costume. So here, I use this for the cloak. Well, actually, it's not a Strider costume. I wanted to make it a Dunedain Ranger from either Return of the King or Fellowship, because in the novel of Return of the King, it has this chapter called The Passing of Grey Company, and in it you get to see some of Aragorn's mates or long lost Dunedain brothers, and you get to read about some of those characters, and I thought it would have been a cool scene to add in Peter Jackson's Return of the King, to see all these Dunedain Rangers with Aragorn. That would have been awesome. But anyways, this was my own interpretation of doing a Dunedain Ranger, so I had... hang on. This is the hole, you see, and I just put my head through that, and from that came the hood. Hang on, let me one-handedly dismantle this. Anyways, I added a hood and stitched it to put over my head to make it much more Ranger authentic. See, you can see the little point here, that's where the hood is. And I got this from a fabric company that isn't that bad of a material to make a cloak out of. So yeah, there's that, and I made this somewhat final design of the Ranger costume, and as you can see, it's still pretty loose on the edges here. But this was for the hamstrings and hips, where that would go, and I'm not even sure if I fit this anymore, but anyways, I have a wood burning tool, and what I did was kind of sketched out the tree of Gondor on this as I was making this. It was a delicate process of not burning the fabric completely, but making it pop out so it would have that cool Tree of Gondor design. So yeah, and you can see the part at the end here has the roots. This goes up and formates a tree. So I thought that was a cool design. I also have some, I don't know where I put them. I have these gauntlets I made also for the costume. I also put the Tree of Gondor on them by using my wood burning tool. And so yeah, I think I got those at a Renaissance festival. And yeah, I don't know why I still have this. I'm not even sure it fits me still. show you one last thing here. Something else I also bought at the Renaissance Fair was this pirate bling. And it has the two skulls on a keychain. And some beaded work. I guess I was into Jack Sparrow at that time. But, so I wanted some pirate bling, so I got this. I don't think that's a fleur-de-lis, but somewhat of a cool design. It has this black heart at the center of the piece. So yeah, that's pretty cool design. And you just clip it on to either your bandana or whatever piece you have. Oh, and also for the Strider costume. Let me try and get this out. If I can. I made this bow. I did have arrows, but I eventually threw them out because they weren't needed in my robe anymore. But this, it doesn't actually work, this bow, as you'll see. As you'll see, it doesn't really bend or anything like that. Trying to show you the most effective way. I can show you this because it's really long. But yeah, the string is just your standard wraparound metal wire. So it's not really something you can fire authentically. But I just got this out of the woods one day and just decided it looked like a cool bow piece. So it's hitting everything right now. And I also etched some, or burned some design into the wood. I don't know what I was going for because it was really hard to burn something into this. So, I don't know. Just trying to pull off some kind of cool ranger look. Anyways, there's that. Yeah. Sorry you had to see my hairy legs there. But I think that is all I can find right now. The rest is either buried somewhere or I really have to go swamp digging for something to pull out to show you guys. But I guess this is the end of this video, and as you see here, I still have the Strider sword, so I tried putting that on my whole Dunedain Ranger costume, but this thing was really heavy to cart around, so I think I just carried the bow with me on my, put it around my body and was just hanging out the back of me. So, and the strap is something good for the sword. Back here, you'll be able to put that on your back or